Deep in the Guatemalan jungle lies one of the country's most magical secrets, Semuc Champey. It's famous for its turquoise stepped pools that cascade down the valley. These waters are formed by natural limestone bridges with the powerful river roaring underneath.
So we are in Semuc Champey.
It is so blue, this water.
But this isn't just a pretty swimming spot. For the Maya people, Semuc Champey has always been a place of spiritual importance. A natural portal where the river disappears into the earth and is reborn downstream. For centuries, it's been tied to myths of the underworld, fertility, and the cycles of life. Today, you can hike to sweeping viewpoints, swim in these crystal clear pools, and even explore caves lit by candlelight. It's remote, wild, and one of the most extraordinary natural wonders in all of Central America. To access Semuc Champey, you stay in Lanquín, a remote town about a day's drive from anywhere.
Feels like post-apocalyptic, doesn't it? Like we're walking through a town, they've left music on, and there's like a derelict church in front of us.
When you're there, you jump on these open-air jeeps to the national park, and this is an experience in itself.
It's like a very full bus this morning that we're going to be getting on.
A dozen people cram in the top and on the back of these open-air jeeps clinging on.
What is life? What is life?
They ride along the roads as you hold onto the metal bars squished by strangers who are basically now your friends. Now you can do this as an organised day trip, but we elected to do it more freely and go ourselves into the pools.
So instead we're going to take our own transport to Semuc Champey, which we shared with like the main group doing the day trip. And now they've all got off to the caves and we are still headed to the entrance. It's such a funny situation because we are literally standing up on this moving truck. It's just bizarre. I've never been in anything like it.
You see people do this in like other countries, and now we are also just hanging off the back of the truck.
Pretty cool. Oh!
We were the first ones into the park, passed the ticket booth and started the hike.
We paid for our tickets, which was 50 quetzales per person for someone who's not from Guatemala, which is about $7, so it wasn't too bad at all. And our first stop is going to be to the viewpoint, which they call El Mirador, which gives you that angle of view that you see from a lot of the pictures of Semuc Champey and the pools. Is that, and I think that's one of the main reasons that we wanted to go ourselves, is to kind of have it a bit quiet.
Also, a lot of the reviews have said Semuc Champey was the best bit of Guatemala, so we're going to see if it lives up to that.
It was a slippy, muddy uphill walk.
On the way up, it's pretty slippery, but we've been watching people come down and we've seen so many people fall already. I think we are almost there because I can hear the waterfalls. Still mighty slippy. Some bits are like paved with wood and some bits are just stone, but both bits are really slippy.
And then we got to the top and saw the epic view.
Worth the slippery hike.
Cascading falls with a beautiful turquoise colour. A place that actually did look like the postcard.
You can see here where it comes, flows down all of these different steps of waterfall and then leads into the river here.
Amazing!
Sí, dos, por favor.
¿Cuántas cuestas?
15, so it's 30 for, just 30 for two.
Yeah.
Gracias. Little El Mirador coconut.
Much needed after our slippery hike.
We were still there really early, so it was quiet, and we reached these expansive, flat turquoise pools.
You can just see first pool coming through there. It's pretty cool, and it looks so bluey green. Look how blue it looks.
For some reason, I don't know why, I thought these are thermal pools.
It's amazing. The water looks so clear. You can literally see all the way through it.
It's so cool. I can't wait to jump in.
We have now reached the top pools and we've reached the lockers, for which I think we need a padlock, which we don't have.
This literally was like something out of a fairy tale.
So just above where the falls are, there's this bit where you can see like the source of all of the falls. These waterfalls running down these cliffs. It's like a series of pools. It's almost like man-made. Like you go down one, into another one, float around for a bit. You go into the next one, you float around for a bit.
And then it was time to take a dip. The pools are a series of natural swimming pools, each with their own entrance via waterfalls.
I think because we didn't come here in a tour group, it's really actually quite quiet. Some of the tour groups come and then they all disappear in one go. We're still just hanging around here in this massive pool.
What was cool is that yes, there was tourists, but also local Guatemalan people just having a dip with their families.
We're kind of between the two pools, the top pool's here and the bottom pool's there, and it looks really cool.
There were caves within the turquoise blue waters.
Having a group in sight has been really helpful because we've kind of just followed them sometimes and done some of the jumps and done some of the slides.
I think this trick is come by yourself because then you can go at your own pace, but then just keep an eye out on the groups and then you can follow them way down. So come in and go right to the top and then follow the group down.
Mini slides and jumps taking you down to the next pools. After a morning of swimming, we headed out in a tuk-tuk back to Lanquín, to a secluded little lunch spot called Aragoncito Bistro, with some awesome veggie tacos and lasagna and fresh juice as always.
Veggie soya is nice and like the veg is nice, but like all of the rest of the stuff and the sauce makes it taste amazing.
Also this lasagna, they've not used any actual lasagna sheets. A little bit like a parmigiana where Mom and aubergine uses carrots as the base, as like the pasta bit. And it makes it makes it a lot lighter as well.
Next up, we headed to a famous spot called Zephyr Lodge.
Like everyone you meet knows Zephyr Lodge. Some for good, some for bad.
A hostel known for its epic sunsets, parties and tubing. And the Lanquín River is a famous spot for this. People come here just to tube. You can float downstream on these rapids in these custom tubes which even have their own beer holders, enjoying jungle views and stopping for games and food. We signed up and we were back on Jeep. Headed upstream, grabbed our tubes.
So the tubes have got 2 holes for drinks and you can order them at the hostel beforehand.
And had a briefing where they were quite serious actually about the currents.
We have few rapids. The first rapids definitely it's a rocky part and the currents try to push us all the way to the left side.
We loaded our tubes with drinks and we were off.
We are floating down this river in Semuc Champey. It's actually very peaceful.
Tubing is just floating, but it's pretty cool because you get to see so much of an area. The river, the forests, you hear the birds, you feel the heat, and all while floating and drinking downstream. Depending on how fast your tube takes you, you bump into random people and join different groups, so you're constantly making new friends. The water did get quite choppy and unfortunately took the life of one of my drinks.
We are going through a few sets of rapids now, which is way faster than any tubing I've done before.
An hour later, we stopped for a break. Another little riverside hostel with a pool and more drinks.
Well done, good game.
We even won a cheeky game of volleyball. Before we knew it, we were floating back downstream.
The life. This is the life.
Through rapids, under bridges, and through the Lanquín scenery. It was definitely a rougher ride than I expected it to be.
Yeah, this is the top part. All right, I'm ready.
Every so often you'd hear the guide shouting, "Butts up!"
Little rocks that touch your butt, and they keep shouting "butts up" at us.
because of the big rocks that could scrape our butt. It took a day to get there and a day to get out, but Lanquín was an adventure full of natural beauty and some of the prettiest waterfall pools I've ever seen. It's a place so remote that everyone is just up for having fun and making the most of it, which is what travel is all about. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, as up next, we're headed to Colombia, baby. It's salsa time.